you sure you have to go?
I don't even think I have time to stay for dinner.
I thought you were starved.
Actually, I'm feeling quite satisfied, as if you couldn't tell.
What are you working on?
It's those, robberies down at the harbor. Those warehouse robberies. I set Dante up with the Waterfront Business Association. But I'm kind of working behind the scenes, helping him out. He's investigating, I'm helping him out. It's a strange case, you know. The thieves have been, seemingly, ripping off random items, none of which have any great value. It's like it's a cover for something, maybe some kind of smuggling operation. I don't know, but whatever it is, somebody's gone to a great deal of trouble to keep me from finding out about it.
Any idea who?
Not yet. I think it's interesting, though, that most of the warehouses that have been hit belong to bar industries. In fact, as far as I can tell, only one of his places has been spared. And that's where I'm going to spend the night.
Why can't Dante go?
No, it was my hunch. Just seems like I ought to follow through on it.
Well, so much for the evening's festivities.
Well, I wouldn't go if I wasn't sure it had something to do with why I was fired. I'd pass, you know that.
Oh, I know. I know how important this is for you to go on it. And I know what you're giving up to pursue it.
Well, hopefully not giving up. Maybe just, postponing. I love you.
I love you, too.
Yes, may I speak to Robert Barr, please?
I'm so glad I ran into you in the elevator. I really hate coming into places like this on my own.
I know.
Well, you know, drinks are one thing. Dinner's worse. And the maitre d's, they either want to hit on you or they treat you like a non-person.
You obviously haven't made many friends since you've been here.
No, I'm really not very good at that. You're about it.
There's something that I want to talk to you about, Sasha. You remember that married man that you told me that you were involved with? I know who it is.
These belong to you, I think. They're not much good to anyone now. The deadline has passed.
I know. Yes, you know. Damn well you know.
Just out of curiosity, was this aimed at me or your father? Or was it a little bit of both?
Does it really matter anymore?
Well, it might to him. Oh, I'm sorry, CC. We almost had a deal there. Now everything belongs to Tennell. Tell Eden I tried.
Not that you're going to give me 2 minutes to explain.
Explain what? Explain what?
Being true to form? I don't know what the hell I am even surprised about. But I tell you something, I won't ever be surprised again.
It's just a little hard to keep things under wrap here. We run in such small circles.
Yes, but maybe if you understood the circumstances...
I don't think the circumstances have anything to do with it. I think the fact that you can be involved with a man like Tanel is incomprehensible to me. He threw me in jail and scared me to death because I couldn't give him something that he wanted. I thought that he would hurt my daughter in order to get it. So you can't blame me very much for being the slightest bit suspicious as to why all of a sudden you want to become friends with me. Now, you must want something. The question is what?
All I want is your friendship. Look, I knew that you'd find out about Tanel sooner or later, and believe me, Julia, I have been dreading it. It's just that people look at you differently when they find out you're involved with a man like Tanel.
Why would you choose to be in the first place?
I am involved with a man on a totally different level. I live with him. I'm not employed by him.
What are you, blind? The kind of things that this man does to people?
Look, we don't talk about that, and I really don't care to. Julia, does that mean that I should be shunned from society? I don't have any friends, Julia. Women judge me by the things that I wear and by the way that I look, and even when I start getting off on the right foot with someone, they usually end up despising me when they find out that I'm some little mistress to a man like Tanel. And you just seem different.
Why didn't you tell me about it in the first place?
Because I know if I said anything, you wouldn't speak to me. You'd be making the same assumptions that you're making now. Am I wrong?
Right. No, you're right. And what do you expect after what he did to me? And he would have continued to do it had Mason not stepped in.
Julia, I realize that, and I'm sorry. But I am my own person. Anthony does things that I don't condone or agree with, but that's him, not me. I did not create him. And I certainly can't control him. The question is, can you separate the two of us in your mind?
It's hard. But I appreciate your explanation.
I know it doesn't help take the sting away, does it? I guess I just hoped.
Are you in love with him?
Anthony's been very good to me. I'm sure you find that hard to believe.
Nearly impossible.
Well, I think he cares about me in his own way. And we certainly don't lead a very shabby existence. But it is a lonely one. Anthony's always off flying somewhere on some sort of business or attending to a meeting or taking care of his personal life. I don't know, I guess I spend a lot of time waiting and spend a lot of very empty evenings all alone. Maybe I should enroll in some sort of night school or something, or pick up a hobby.
You really are desperate.
Yeah.
What are you doing tonight? Are you busy?
No, I'm not. Why?
Would you like to come over and have dinner at my
Julia,
house?
I'm not a charity case.
I know that you're not a charity case. I just asked you if you'd like to come over for dinner. My husband's busy working on his campaign, and we could talk some more.
Well, if it wouldn't be an imposition, I would love to.
How was I supposed to know that you were the one buying the company? I was trying to keep it from falling into other hands. That's what I thought I was doing.
Like hell! All you were trying to do was humiliate me. That's what you're trying to do.
Would I have come racing over here with proof of the crime in my hands if I were trying to do something behind your back?
You aren't trying to do it behind my back. You're trying to rub my nose in it. You're the one that lost the company in the first place, remember? My getting it back doesn't stand very well with you, does it?
I would have loved it. Where were you 3 months ago? You sent me away to risk my neck and my marriage, deserting the two people I love more than anyone in this world. And then you have the nerve to stand there and tell me that all I'm interested in is sticking it to you? You're not that damn important.
Why don't you just go, huh? You don't give a damn about the company. You don't give a damn about the family. Maybe you made some sort of a deal for yourself.
Believe what you want, you will anyway.
Wait a minute. Maybe there's something that you found out. Something you don't want to tell me. You go it alone if you want to. You be my guest. You make a lousy partner anyway. You make a worse son. Get the hell out.
You new here?
Yeah.
Well, the day's over. You don't get paid extra for working after 6.
Oh, I know. I just left something in the back.
Okay, well, I'll see you around.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't know if I should be surprised to see you here or not.
Well, I called Renfield and told her I was coming.
That was fast.
What do you mean?
Maybe you ought to let me know why you're here first.
Why, what happened?
You tell me.
Well, for one, Cruz lost his job.
And you think I'm responsible?
I'm not accusing you of anything.
Well, that doesn't stop you from having your suspicions, though.
No, you see, Cruz lost his job, and he thinks it's somehow connected to the warehouse robberies. He thinks somebody doesn't want him on the case.
Well, it's not me.
Well, your warehouses were hit, too. I mean, that's why I'm here. I thought maybe you might have some idea what the connection is.
That's why you're here?
Why else would I be?
Well, look, I got a lot of problems of my own. I really can't help Cruz get his job back.
Well, I just thought you might have a theory or maybe some evidence or... You know, as a favor.
I did have my people look into it. They couldn't come up with too much, but, let's see. Yeah, security guard saw one of the burglars. He was tall, about 6'2", had a scar on his left cheek, and he was, dressed as a dock worker.
Did you report it?
I tried to, several times. I kept getting the runaround.
Why?
Maybe you should ask your husband. He's the cop. Or he used to be.
Well, if he's dressed as a dock worker, maybe Cruz will spot him.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Okay.
Good. You worried about Cruz?
No. Just, like to be able to help him. Maybe with your help I can. Eden. Hi. Hi. What are you doing here? I actually was just leaving. I gotta go. I don't have time to talk. Thanks. What was that all about?
I was this close, Sophia. This damn close.
Mason didn't give you any kind of an explanation?
Doesn't he always? I've been listening to him whining for 30 years now. I'm sick of hearing how badly I've treated him.
Maybe it was just a mix-up.
He could have let me know what he was doing.
So could you.
I am to blame for this?
I don't think either of you are.
Oh, no, please, I'm sorry, Sophia. It's just not that damn easy. It doesn't mean to explain Mason's obsession with bringing me down at all costs.
Bringing you down? What about bringing himself up in your eyes?
Well, he has a hell of a way of showing it,
You
doesn't
don't
he?
even meet him halfway, Cece.
Well, pardon me for trying to leave him and the rest of the children a legacy that anybody else would kill for.
I know that you want to pass on the reins, that they've all done a pretty good job of having lives independent of capital enterprises. Why can't you do that, too?
Because that is my life. It's not the life that they want. Doesn't seem to be. I suppose each of them thought the other would do it, so they Let the other one do it, but the other one didn't do it. I hoped Eden would do it. I hoped Ted would do it. So now I don't have any successes. What the hell's the difference? I don't even have a company anymore anyway.
Look at it this way. You're no better or worse off than you were this morning. You have exactly the same.
Exactly?
Professionally speaking.
You know, a couple of hours ago we made love. I thought it would help bring us together. It seems like since we made love, you have been more uncomfortable than you ever were before.
No, it's not uncomfortable.
Then what?
That I just don't want you to think that all the wrongs between us are suddenly righted because we made love.
I don't. I just think it was a start. Can you tell me a finer way to bring two people together?
Now look who's making it too damn easy.
You want easy? I'd hoped to come by and drop Capital Monte Industries in your lap if that could right all the wrongs.
My knight in tarnished armor.
Well, I don't have the energy for the endless battles for the throne anymore. Mason's got what he wants. Let him live with it.
Julia? I'm home. Julia?
All you folks, if you own my life, you never made a sacrifice. Demons there on my trail, standing there from over the hill. I look to the left, I look to the right, hands that grab me on the other side. Got my prize, which I'll sell, that is mine. Big money rules and all else fails. So say a soul, just shout.
Hi.
I was just looking.
Any luck?
Yes. I didn't find a drop.
Could always run to the nearest bar.
I'd rather immerse myself in domesticity.
Is that bad, huh?
The usual, only worse than usual.
Your father?
Very one.
He told you what happened, what he's planning to do with the company, is that it?
You knew about that?
He came to me and asked me something before he went and had the papers signed.
You knew about that and you didn't tell me? Do you realize what happened because I didn't know about my father's offer? Damn it, Julia, how could you have done that?
Were you confiding in my sister about things that you can't discuss with me? Or maybe you've just been using me all along to get to her.
She was here on personal business. Had nothing to do with our arrangement.
What's left of our arrangement? Were you planning on telling me that you lost everything? Or was I supposed to read about it in the Sunday paper?
Of course I was going to tell you. I need your trust now more than ever. Thanks to you, we still have a high card. Been able to protect some of the property inside that foundation we set up. And it is property that Tennell wants more than anything he's just acquired.
What property?
Well, that's not important right now.
The hell it isn't important. You've shut me out from the beginning, Robert. Trust works two ways.
Look, I was doing it for your own safety. Speaking of which, I think you should keep away from this office for the next few weeks. I want you to stay at home as much as possible, preferably at your father's place, if you're not staying there already.
How badly does Tennell want this property. I mean, how far is he going to go to get it? He's not going to kill anybody. Oh, my God. I can't believe that you would use me this way. Making me the middleman between you and Tonell in your little contest. You would never do this to Eden. You lied to me about the reason for this whole arrangement, and now you expect me to trust you with my life? Tonell can have the property. I don't care.
Listen.
No piece of real estate is worth dying for. Forget, I want out.
Calm down. Tonell is not going to hurt either one of us as long as we stick together. I've made sure of that. Now, if you will just give me a few minutes to explain, I think it'll all make sense to you.
Eden, for the love of God.
What are you doing down there?
Trying to keep from shooting you, as a matter of fact. Get in here.
What did you expect me to do? Walk up and down the aisles, shouting your name?
Keep your voice down, please.
How's it going?
You have no business being here.
I had some information for you. I thought I should bring it right over.
This is familiar, and it had better be good.
The warehouse guard saw the burglar. He was a tall guy, 6'2", the burglar. Had a scar on the left side of his cheek. Evidently, it was reported, but it didn't show up officially on the record, so someone is trying to cover it up.
You came all the way down here to tell me that?
Well, I thought maybe he would be dressed as a normal worker and he'd be, wandering around. You could spot him.
What normal workers? The normal workers went home at 6 o'clock.
Well,
Where'd you find this out, anyway?
what difference does it make?
I don't trust that kind of information unless I know the source.
Well, in this case, if you do, then you trust it even less.
You didn't go to bar. This way.
I am not going to be dragged into the middle of yet another war between you and your father, and I am not going to accept blame either. Now, I tried to tell you what was going on, but I didn't get a chance.
Why didn't you?
Because I didn't know where you were. How the hell was I going to tell you?
You could find me, for instance. What happened?
He wanted me to look over some documents that he thought could save the company. I said no. I didn't want to get involved because I was afraid what just happened would happen, that you would blame both of us for not trusting you.
So that was it. As usual, I didn't have to do anything to earn my father's contempt. He just throws it in for free.
Why don't you just tell me what happened?
As you can imagine, Dad and I acted in character.
You fought.
Sound familiar? Stop me if you've heard any of this before. I accused him of overweening pride. He accused me of disloyalty and treachery. I tried to defend my actions. He insulted my integrity and ridiculed my sincerity. I debased myself to try to get back in his good graces. He refused my overtures. He threw me out then, but not before he had told me that I make a lousy son. Just another average afternoon at the Capwells. I guess I shouldn't count on much in the way of a Christmas gift this year.
I'm sorry, Mason.
Do you know what is really amazing to me? I never get used to it. I am always surprised when he refuses to listen or to allow even a margin for an honest mistake. God, why am I even talking about it?
Because you need to get it off your chest.
No. What I need is some air. I think I'll take Rehnquist for a walk.
Would you like me to go with you?
Not this time. Nothing personal.
Are you going to be back for dinner?
Don't wait on me.
Should I worry?
I won't be drinking if that's what you would be worrying about.
Sasha, hi.
You did mean tonight, didn't you?
Yes, of course I did. I'm sorry. I was just a little distracted. Come in, please.
Am I too early?
No. Come in and make yourself comfortable. Turns out that Mason is not working on his campaign tonight. He may be joining us after all.
Look, it's very simple. The foundation is the key. If anything happens to either of us, the other automatically takes possession of it.
What if something happens to both of us?
Well, then your next of kin gets all the property. Look, I've covered every angle. Nobody is going to get hurt here as long as Tennell knows that this foundation exists, and I'm going to make damn sure he does.
How does Tennell knowing about this keep you and I safe?
Well, if he thinks that we're trying to pull a fast one on him, he will come after us. But once he realizes that he has to go through you, me, and your entire family, he's going to back down.
Or open fire?
No, this will make us bulletproof.
This is enough, here.
Yeah, it'll slow him down long enough for me to find a hole in his defense. All I need is the slightest opening, and then you and your family will get your company back. Any questions?
Yeah, about 1,000. But I'll settle for 1. What's in it for you?
Well, maybe I'm just in so deep I can't walk away now.
No, I think it's a little bit more than that, and I'd like to know what it is.
Well, as soon as I figure it out, you'll be the first to know. So, are you with me?
I'll put this in my safety deposit box. It'll be fine there.
Flowers are really beautiful, and I'm sorry I forgot to thank you before.
You're welcome. You want to tell me something? You think I'm really trying to hold on to ghosts?
We all are.
The company? The children? My youth? Our love? That's the way it is it?
I just think we have to be careful.
The hell are you afraid of?
Oh, you know exactly what I'm afraid of.
Sophia, we made love for the first time in ages this afternoon. Are we supposed to think that it never happened? Are we supposed to forget about it?
I just wish it didn't have so much significance. And anyway, that is not why you're here tonight. The reason you're here tonight is because things fell apart with Mason, and you want me to give you your self-confidence back.
Well, that shouldn't come as any great revelation. You always know I needed you. I've never denied that.
It's not that I mind your being here or coming to me. I don't. It's just that you expect me to take on as a full-time job, battling all your contenders, and it doesn't matter how I feel about it. And I'll tell you something, I've never been very good at it.
Look, isn't it important that we've always been able to talk to each other no matter what the condition of our marriage is? I don't want that ever to change.
Then why do you get so angry with me when I can't comfort you the way you want to be comforted? And why does that hurt me so much? I'm sorry, excuse me. Hello. Hi. Yes, I know. Would you forgive me? I want to cancel tonight. I just really don't think I can have a drink with you. Something's come up. But we'll do it tomorrow, if that's all right.
No, don't change your plans on my account. You've got things you have to do. I've got a date anyway. What?
Wait a minute, please. I'm sorry. I'll give you a call in the morning. Thank you. Storming out again, huh?
What the hell do you expect? We made a date with a man to have drinks? That was pretty quick work, wasn't it?
That was business, Cece. I was having a drink to do a business deal, but I'll tell you something else. I did break a date tonight. I broke a dinner date with Arthur Donnelly. Oh, I see. That's not good enough, is it? Okay. You make me feel guilty all the time about accepting any social engagement. But if you met someone, you'd have a drink with her, you'd have dinner with her, and you'd do more with her.
That was uncalled for.
But true.
If I got involved with someone else, all it would do was pique your interest. You'd never leave me alone. You're the one who can't make up her mind which way she wants to go. Maybe it's time you stop blaming me for your own insecurities.
No, I really love your place. And it's just lovely being so close to the water.
Oh, no, I really love it. I never get tired of it. A lot of people, it gets on their nerves, but not me. Mason, for example, thinks there should be a button that turns it on and off.
So tell me, now how did the two of you meet?
Oh, when I first came to Santa Barbara, and we were both lawyers, so it was inevitable. We do have mutual friends. And it's no secret that the two of us really didn't like each other very much at the beginning. We were always at each other's throats. Come to think of it, we still are.
You know, I always think that it's so romantic when two people overcome initial antagonisms and fall in love. I don't know exactly why I think that, but I do. So now the two of you are married, have a daughter, and are blissfully happy together.
That was a long walk.
Told you it might be.
You remember Sasha, don't you?
Yes, of course.
Yes, your wife was kind enough to invite me to dinner.
My wife is a kind woman. Will you excuse me while I go and get cleaned up a bit?
Will you come join us?
I wouldn't miss this for the world. Here it is.
Get into the office and check for an invoice for unit 44667. I'm going to follow those guys. 44667. This is the craziest case I've ever seen. They just dumped this on the side of the road less than a mile away.
Is it empty?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like. It seems like they haven't even opened it.
Yes.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I lost the car, but I got the number and I phoned it into Dante, the plate. He's checking it out for me.
Yeah, well, this is still sealed. I mean, what could they be up to?
I don't know. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Did you find an invoice?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, let's open it and see if it matches. These guys are weird if they're smugglers, I'll tell you.
What do you think? My color?
Yeah, I think that kind of matches your eyes, but I'd have to see it on you first to be sure. Maybe we better get a count on these before we proceed here.
Yeah, well, on one condition, though, if I can take a pair of these home to pursue the investigation.
Of course. This is one case I'm going to get personally involved in.
I am sorry. I really am. These fights with Mason always bring out the worst in me.
I've noticed.
Yeah, well, I was wondering, since I thought you turned on one dinner date and I chased away the other one, I thought maybe you might like to have dinner with me. If I promise not to propose.
Just dinner and then you go home?
Word of honor.
Then you won't turn things around tomorrow and say that I was leading you on.
Well, that depends on tomorrow. I mean, tonight I'll settle for beef Wellington.
There we go.
I'll do that.
Oh, no, it's all right. I'll give us some coffee. You stay here and talk to Sasha.
You certainly do like living dangerously.
Yes, but it was one of the things you liked best about me. Or so you said.
I just don't like being dragged into the middle of it.
Look, I already told you, Mason, it was Julia's idea, not mine, and I haven't said anything, obviously.
Do you plan to, or are you just scoping out the territory?
You know, between the two of you, I think I like Julia best. You're always so suspicious, Mason. Now tell me, what did Robert say?
lost.
And you won. Why do you seem so upset?
Things didn't go exactly the way I planned.
That's it. You're not gonna let the other shoe drop?
This isn't exactly the best place to go barefoot.
Okay, well, then meet me somewhere later. Look, I want to find out what went wrong and why. Maybe there's something I can do to help.
I don't want your help. This has nothing to do with you, so stay out of it, please.
Here we go.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome. How's the dessert?
Wonderful.
Good. Did you take cream?
Yeah, a little. No, don't worry about it. Oh, Julia, I'm really sorry. I can't stay for coffee. I forgot that I already made an appointment with someone and I have to be there in a half hour, and I really can't be late. You know, can I use your phone to call a cab?
Oh, no. Absolutely not. It'll take too long for a taxi to get here. Why doesn't... Mason can drive you back to your hotel. Is that all right, honey?
What, are you leaving already, Sasha?
Yes, but I told Julia that it's perfectly fine for me to catch a cab. You two have been so nice, and I really don't care to put you out any further.
Oh, you're not putting us out. Nonsense. We'll take you home, won't we? Come on, let's drive Sasha home.
I can't because I told Mrs. Cobb to go home. But take her. It's fine. And thank you. And I enjoyed this.
Well, so did I. Thank you very much. I hope that we can do this again soon.
Well, we will. Take care.
See you shortly.
Bye-bye. Thanks again.
Well, 2,000, just like the invoice said. Nothing else inside.
Does that invoice have a weight on it?
Yeah. 13 3/4 pounds.
Well, let's weigh it and see. Maybe if before and after don't jive, we might have something. 13 3/4 pounds. How convenient.
Well?
13 3/4 pounds on the nose.
Oh, that doesn't make sense.
So nothing was taken out of this box, hidden or otherwise. So they aren't smuggling anything. And they aren't stealing anything.
They steal the box in the middle of the night and they throw it off of their truck, and what do they want with it?
Don't look at me. I don't know. What the hell is going on here?
Why are we stopping here?
Because I wanted to talk to you, and I don't think stopping in front of the hotel is particularly a good idea.
You always were discreet, Mason. It's one of your more endearing charms.
Too bad I can't say the same thing about you.
Well, we didn't get caught, did we?
I almost thought you wanted to.
You know, I told you, Mason. It was Julia's idea, not mine. She invited me.
She may have issued the invitation, but I know damn well you planted the seed you didn't have to accept. What did you expect to accomplish? You're trying to intimidate me into sleeping with you again?
Oh, my, don't we have an exalted opinion of ourselves. You know, Mason, I don't think I would sleep with you again if I were the drowsiest woman on earth.
You'll have to do better than that.
Hasn't it even occurred to you, Romeo, that just maybe I like Julia? That maybe I want to be her friend? That just maybe I could use a friend in this town?
I have no doubt that you could use anybody, anytime, any place, Sasha, but looking for friends, no, I do have a problem believing that.
Okay, I don't care what you believe.
You made that abundantly clear tonight.
You know, I don't even know why it should concern me what you think. My conscience is clear, Mason. I haven't done anything to hurt you.
You just wanted to prove you could, right?
I should think you knew that already. Now, if you don't start that car this minute, then I'm going to get out and walk the rest of the way home.
You can breathe again, Mr. Barr. Your papers are in my safety deposit box.
Oh, good.
What now?
Now? You just try to forget about everything.
Never happened. I'll be looking over my shoulder every 5 seconds.
Well, why do I get the feeling that doesn't bother you?
I don't know what you're seeing, but I'm a little scared here.
Are you really? You sure you're not loving every minute of it?
Maybe a little of both. What about you?
Yeah, well, I haven't had this feeling in quite a while. I used to make a habit of it. once you get a taste of it, it's a little hard to be satisfied with anything else.
So I'm hooked?
Well, unless you're different from me, which I don't think you are.
How can you tell?
I can't. Yet. So, you do trust me, don't you?
Not a bit.
Good. That'll keep you on your toes.
Yeah, I guess I don't have any choice. At least I can tell myself I'm doing it for my family.
Well, whatever works for you. I gotta go.
What about this office? Do you want me to close it up?
Hey, this place belongs to Tennell now. I say we just leave it open and let the wind blow right through.
You must have something else up your sleeve or you wouldn't be so cocky. Something Tennell doesn't know about. That's supposed to be a question.
It's not important for you to know that.
Ask me again why I don't trust you.
Hey, let me trust you not to ask me any more questions.
Well, then you're in for a big disappointment, because if you want me, you get the whole package, the questions and all. And if that doesn't work for you,